So it's been like 3 years since I've been on here, and I everything that I predicted and said, was just that. I was shown all this before it happened. If you look through my videos, so I was just let me go over here. So like this one, pandemic warning. The shower actually, and I was shown a couple different messages. Um, One, I was shown a Chinese woman with a dragon in front of her face, and in the same sequence before that, I was shown like one of the old look the people from back during like the Black Plague that wore the doctor's hats with the beak that stuck out in the front. The fucking plague mask. Like the contamination, like it was one of those old school masks that have the thing that pokes out in the front. So I seen a Chinese lady with a plague mask. I seen one, someone that was wearing one of those. I seen something, so it gave me, the impression of an outbreak or a plague, something like of that nature. And so also something to do with Australia. So yeah, something's up with Australia. Something's gonna happen there. But anyway, so that's the pandemic. As I'm typing tonight, I get this notification about Turkey. Um, Skywatch Media. Let me see if it's on here. There it is. Big meteor hits sky above Turkey. Let's click on it. So I can't play it. Here's a stupid ad, but as you see, big meteor explodes in sky above Turkey. Objects impact the Earth. 11 hours ago. That was today. What's today's date? I'm losing track. The 5th. Friday the 5th. So tonight, I get this notification of big meteor explodes in the sky above Turkey. Objects impact Earth. So keep in mind, my visions show me everything that's happening at the time that the stuff is happening. So the Turkey thing, like I said, it was just a powerful vision that came to me. I was obviously compelled to make a video about it. So where the hell am I at with this? Here we go. So anyway, here's the Turkey thing. Let me see. Turkey vision. Good morning, everyone. As you can see, it's 9:41 a.m. Friday, March 3rd, 2017. I just received quite a powerful vision. I was sitting here and I seen a vision of I thought it was a chicken at first. It looked like, but no, that was me guessing. So I'm sitting here trying to think. It had like no feathers on it or nothing. It looked like one that you'd put in the oven. And it kind of went over my head. I didn't get it. I was sitting here thinking, what could that mean? Like shut them hard to like just spine like a shiver. And like I seen I felt a zap like go through my spine like a shiver, and like a picture of an antenna popped up in my mind with like a ball on the end, like it was broadcasting or like a signal. And a voice was pretty much told me, stop being stupid, you know what it means. And I was shown turkey, and I was like, turkey, and then I thought, and that's exactly what it was in the vision. It was a turkey, not a chicken. But I just, like I said, I thought when I seen it, but it was 100% a turkey that was in the vision. And I believe after I seen the turkey, I seen a hacksaw, but I 100% seen a turkey, like one that you would put in the oven. So with the shock that I felt, the vibration, I think it means earthquake, or if it doesn't mean earthquake, it means something to do with the oven, with fire, with heat, with something of that nature.
Explosion.
So
Meteor.
that's basically that's it. I wanted to get
That's
it
it.
out there. This is
So,
the first prediction.
that's the turkey warning. So this is in a series of videos I've just been posting, 2017. Now, August 21st, the eclipse countdown started. So, let me see real quick. I think I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I haven't been on here in a while. Sorry, people. Okay. All right. So, August 21st, this eclipse happened. Okay. September 23rd, the great sign of revelation happened. I believe it was September 23rd. Let me see. Eclipse. So, with this excuse me. Eclipse.
Good evening, everyone. Here are 33 fascinating facts about this eclipse.
33
that I
no
have
less.
to add of my own in relation to these visions. So, what a time to be alive. The August 21st, 2017 total solar eclipse is fast approaching tomorrow. And it does hold biblical significance. Let's look at some facts that are also relevant. An eclipse is clearly a sign that only God controls, and he knows this. Man nor Satan can mess with the signs in the sun, moon, or stars. God has full control and has stated that these would be used as signs, and eclipses have been used in the past for special occasions so that we all have reasons to know that the signs in the heavens will continue to be a signal of things to come. And God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days and years. And there shall be signs in the sun and the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord God, that I will cause the sun to go down at noon, and I will darken the earth in the clear day." That said, let's go through a list of facts about past eclipses and add it to the August 21st, 2017 eclipse facts in a thought-provoking way. This eclipse, even by the world's standards, is being set as the Great American Eclipse because of how unique it is. Yes, plenty of partial and solar eclipses happened in the past, but what makes this one different? Number one, most total eclipses fall over water or unpopulated areas of the planet, so an eclipse that is visible is rare in itself. The August 21st eclipse will be the first total solar eclipse whose path of totality stays completely in the United States since 1776.
Now, 1776. Let's talk about that because this is super involved in my vision. Okay, I don't know if you know this, but 444 divided by 4 equals 700 or 1776. Okay. Now I'm not a mathematician, and I didn't know that until my visions came to me. So I have a whole notebook. Where is it? Hang on. So I have this whole notebook here. It's just filled with shit like you wouldn't even believe, like things that like this is important stuff. You see, like all my little scrawls and stuff, like diagrams and blah blah blah. Like this is all important shit. So, anyway, I'm not gonna explain the sequence of events that took place to this being written, but like I said, 1776 with a flag. Okay, now 1776 is our bicentennial year, centennial, whatever you want to call it. It's our, 1776. So it represents freedom symbolically. Okay, that's when we got our independence, blah, blah, blah. Independence Day. So 1776 is a huge deal. Now, I was born on 4/4. Well, my numerology is 444, 444, just crazy. So anyway, I was shown that 444. All right, like, look, let me just show you real quick. Calculator. Okay, clear. Okay, 444 divided by 4. Or excuse me, multiplied by 4. 444 multiplied by 4 is 1776. Excuse me. So let me do it again and show you. 444 times 4. Oh shit. 444 times 4 equals 1776. So, not to mention all the stuff I've been talking about. My name is Christ Orion David. Like, Orion is where the stars are born allegedly, and like, where they think Christ came from, Osiris. Like, there's a lot to it. The fours, I'm not even gonna get into it. Just I was born on Easter. Third blood red moon of the tetrad of the 4 that happened in 2015, I believe. But because of the Mandela effect, a couple of things have changed that I know for a fact were facts. But regardless, just so many coincidences. Just look at my videos, okay? I've talked about everything that's happening right now. I've said everything that's happening right now is going to happen. Now, the point of this is this is leading to something, okay? There's something more behind this. And in all my visions, I was shown a comet. I've talked about this numerous times. I, posted a couple videos on Planet X and blah, 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 because it fit the comet narrative that I was shown. Those were more or less ideas that I had. They were thoughts. They weren't things that were shown to me, so they weren't real, more or less. They were my opinion. The things that I'm shown, I know for a fact, are what they are. That's it. The things that I have opinions on, however, trying to interpret and blah, 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 that's open for debate. But point is if you look through my videos, everything that's happening now, everything that's happened, I predicted. And I went silent for the last 3 years. I haven't made any videos. I haven't talked about this. And, I move when I'm told to move. I don't know how else to explain it. But I move when I'm told to move. And I was told to do this. So, here it is. I know there's a few of you that have been following along, and I'm grateful for you guys. I'm not going to name any names. I have been paying attention, Not everybody's going to get it. But this time right now is ultimately a time for inflection and change. Like, the energy is changing. We're not what you think we are. It doesn't matter your color. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, the color thing is just beyond me. It doesn't matter what color you are. We have this. We are this. We're all the same fucking thing. We're all permeating this existence. Like, we all come from the same source. So I don't understand this shit. Like, all my boys are black and Spanish and white. I have a lot of good white friends. I have a lot of good black friends. My black friends are more thorough than my white friends. I can't say that. My white friends are thorough too. It doesn't, that's what the point is. It doesn't matter. Color doesn't matter. There's all types of every side. That's what the point of life is weeding through them and finding the ones that you click with. So anyway, point is there's more to this then what? Everybody's being misled, for one. This is all all the riots have been hijacked by white supremacists, anarchists, Black Lives Matter, sponsored by Soros, Democrats, all this bullshit. It's not, there's so many agendas taking place right now. Trump's talking about, unleashing the army on them, but not doing shit because he knows that he needs those votes and he doesn't want to be looked at as racist. But the point is, Trump's not racist. I don't care. That may be controversial. He wasn't talking about black people. He was talking about the people that were burning shit down. Which, what else is the president going to do? What is Obama going to say if he was in there? It's like, he's in a hot seat. It's either way, there's going to be a side that's mad at him. So, what do you do? But that's should be, the least of our concerns. There was just an article released last week about how the black hole at the center of our universe, center of our galaxy, flashed 40% or 17% more brilliant. They've never seen it before. A black hole. If you think that we're not all connected, and then when a black hole fucking blows, it's not gonna affect our energy and our auras and our us, our earth, our magnetics, everything is energy, everything is electricity. If you think that a fucking burst from the battery that runs the galaxy isn't gonna affect us mentally and cause fucking severe breakdowns in society and all the shit that's been going on, you're nuts. You don't know the interconnectedness of the universe and of us as a people. But I'm not gonna get into that. That's a different, I have videos on that, as a matter of fact, so they're there. But I'm not trying to sound cocky. The point is we need to look inside of us, because there's something that's trying to get our attention right now that nobody is paying attention to. There's all these outside distractions, and what's taking place right now is spiritual. It's within us. So they don't want us having the fucking silence and the time to look within and see the spiritual changes that are taking place and the energy rising. Our energy is going through a state. There's different octaves in music frequency, okay? A perfect A is a 440 of all numbers. 44, my number, my birthday, 44. A perfect A note, what the music scale starts with, is a 440, okay? I'm not going to debate the whole C thing, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, a perfect note is 440, perfect A. So, there's these different levels in reality. There's these different frequencies. These are the dimensions. And right now, the dimensions are evolving. They're raising in frequency. And we're at a position that we're able to interpret that new frequency, that higher frequency. So, if you actually look inside, being 100% honest with yourself, and stop trying to create things. It's the people that are looking in their head and seeing what they want to see that aren't going to make it. You need to take direction. This is about direction. Following God is being obedient. Okay? All these Luciferians, devil worshippers, all this bullshit, doing all these rituals, they're applying esoteric themes physically, and it's not working for them. It's causing fucking havoc. Excuse my language. It's causing havoc, and it's not working. This is a time for growth, change, connection, connecting with people, because we are like mirrors. Okay, we're mirrors. We reflect each other. We're all the same. It doesn't matter what color you are. We're mirrors. We reflect each other. We reflect off each other. And that's the goodness in life. Like, imagine being God just for 1 second. Imagine being God. You have everything. You need nothing. You're alone. You have everything. You have the biggest treasure in the world, but you got no one to show it to. How lonely is that? That's hell. Spending eternity with the biggest pile of gold and riches, metaphorically, that you could possibly imagine, with no one to share it with. Imagine that. I don't give a damn what color you are. If you were the last one on Earth and there was another person that was another color that was the last one on Earth, that would be your best friend. You guys would be together every day. You know, like you need that companionship. Doesn't matter if you're purple and he's freaking black, or you know, white. It doesn't matter. You know, if you were the last person on Earth and there's only one other person on the Earth, if you were white and you know super racist and the only other person on Earth was this beautiful black girl, guess what? It's a fucking stupid, like, it's not even worth time to even go into, really. I'm just gonna stop. But the point is we need to look above all this shit that's going on. Yeah, revolution needs to happen. Revolution is happening. This is happening, you know. We basically, you know, we need to come together before you know, shit gets too real, because there's a division taking place right now, and they call it New Jerusalem. They call it a lot of things, Babylon, whatever you want to call it. There's a division taking place right now, and it's been talked about, you know, in a lot of different circles, Orphic Circle, all this other stuff. And I'm not gonna get into that, but the point is we are being called right now, and there are forces that don't want us to answer. Okay, and this has all been planned. This is all a big distraction. This is all politics. This is all, you know, the deep state, the cabal, all that shit. Like, all of you have been watching all these videos for all these years on just what's happening right now. And it's happening. So this should be a wake-up call for people. Like, this is real. This isn't, you know, some fairy tale. I'm not just telling you that magic is real and giving you some bullshit. I'm telling you magic is real. You gotta look within, though. Everything's within. The universe, the magic, everything. It's in here. You're not gonna find it out there. And until you love yourself, you're not gonna love anybody. So, you know, you need to look for truth and honesty within yourself. If you can't be truthful or honest with yourself, give up. You know, like, I don't know what else to tell you, because the only way you're gonna get this is by being honest and truthful with yourself. You need to be 100% honest. Now listen to what I'm telling you, because these are the steps. This is how I see what I see. Being completely honest with yourself. Look in your mind. Go silent. Don't think, don't speak in your mind. Go silent. Right now I'm talking, but I'm looking into blank space in my mind peripherally. Okay? And in that blank space is like a TV screen. All back here. I'm talking all up here, but back here, I'm calm. I'm good. I'm paying attention to what I'm seeing. Okay? I'm vigilant. So, as you're calming your mind and you see within it, okay, pictures are going to start forming. Thoughts. Now, these thoughts, you must make sure that you're not creating them. You can't create them. If you create them, that's self-will. It's bullshit. Don't exist. There's nothing. We don't have self-will, okay, because we've already done this every way imaginable. Every possible thing that you can imagine, every choice, every decision, we've done it. Simultaneously, we're doing it right now at the same time across different dimensions. These are all superposition variables that are happening at the same time across different dimensions. It's like a big stretchy rubber freaking quantum ball. Okay, we're all connected. Everything's already been done. We've been each one of each other multiple times and made every decision possible as that person. Like, you don't understand the depth of this. So the point is because everything's already been done, and because time doesn't exist, and all these things are simultaneously happening at the same time, because of that, you need to understand that we already know the highest path. We already know the best decision to make in every situation to lead us to the highest, most, you know, attainable, or the highest, most desirable path, which would be the Christ consciousness, or the Christ path. Okay, the only Christ walking water was Christ following his intuition and not making decisions. When you start making decisions against your intuition is when you start letting the demons interfere. Okay, Christ accepted his role. He accepted what he was told to do by his Father. Okay, he was obedient. Okay, and he did what he was supposed to do. So the point is we've done walking water is doing that. Every time you make a decision, you start to sink a little bit because you're making a decision that takes you off your path of perfection. There is no self will. We only live in perfection. That's it. We only live in perfection. This exists because of our desire. Because of our desire. I mean, that's it. This exists because of our desire. This exists because we came into the darkness, into the wet darkness that is raw woman. And the light, the man, came into the darkness and beheld himself in reverse in perfection and imploded. And that's what caused this. I mean, that's just what I seen. But anyway, like I said, the left side is the dark, the right side is the light. I seen the right side as like a Egyptian scroll, but it was like linear is the best word to describe it. It was linear. It looked like a scroll rolled out with light and all these acts being carried out, and then the left side was darkness. It was, what is that? That's power. That's raw power. And when I pushed from the left side the light into the darkness, I created this perfect, beautiful woman. And it was the sum of all desire and lust. Okay. And I knew that it was wrong. I knew that I couldn't come into her. She had to come into me. And, this is a very philosophical thing to even be discussing, but, and very personal. But, I don't know who can relate. And, I've met some people along the way that, are right there. So, that's just what it is. It's basically we have this shadow attached to us at all times from the swamp. There's something holding back, unimaginable, the essence of fear and pain and all those things. There's something there holding it back from us out of its love for us. And I'm not gonna get into it, but the point is everything that pops in your mind, you need to look at and be 100% honest with yourself. If it doesn't come from you, if you don't think of it, if you receive it, look at it as a symbol, as a hieroglyphic. Give it one word for its root meaning to you. Imagine yourself in the future, trying to communicate with yourself in the past, using everything you've ever learned in your entire existence as a language. Every feeling, every emotion, every event, every item, everything, every color, smell, sound, everything your senses can indulge in. That's a language. And imagine your future self trying to communicate with yourself now using all those things as a language, and give each one word. Now we all got to develop our own dialogue, okay? I'm to the point where I'm there. I'm not even like you. People just don't even understand. Like, it's not. I can't even explain where I'm at. But that's my path. I'm here to give this message. I mean, that's it. If 10 people hear it, 10 people hear it. But the point is, once you look at these things unbiasedly and give it one word, you can't look at it with fear. You can't look at it because fear doesn't exist. Fear only exists through us. God is perfect. God is love. God doesn't have fear. Okay, that's a completely opposite side. It's basically like, okay, so every one of these things that pop in your mind, okay, say for example, you're sitting there and your mind is blank, and all of a sudden you get the image of pitching a baseball when you were 7 years old in a baseball game. It just pops in your mind out of nowhere. So you got to look at that. What does that represent to you? What does that moment in time mean to you if you had to give it one word and it was a language. If you were trying to speak to yourself from the future to the past, using that as a language, using that as a word, what would you use? What would that mean to you? Now, if I had to interpret, if I had the image of, pitching at 7 years old just pop into my mind, I'd look at everything. I'd see, was there trees in the image? What was my stance? What was I wearing? How did I throw it? Did I make any expressions? Every little detail actually means something, but you won't be, you're going to have to get further along to be able to distinguish those subtle things, because it's so subtle. It works opposite to logic. This does not work with logic. You can't be logical and use this. I'm a very intellectual, logical person, but that doesn't work with this. This works counterproductive to that. Works against logic. You can't use logic with this because you'll never get it. So you got to learn how to separate your logic from your imagination, I guess, because it's kind of your imagination, but it's not. It's imagination that most people think of imagination as something you create fantasies in. Okay, that's what society has deemed it because they don't want you to know the truth. Your imagination is your fucking phone. That's your cell phone to God or to your future self to know everything that's happening and everything that's going on and anything that you want to know. It's all there. We're connected. We don't die. We live forever. And, this is just a lesson. But whatever. People have to get that in their own time. But, so back to it. Give it one word. If I see myself pitching, I'd be like, okay, what does pitching represent to me? A pitcher. What does a pitcher do in baseball? Pitcher. A pitcher serves. Or I might, to me, my shit is funny. My God, my higher self, my spirit guides, my elders have a sense of humor, and they use my fears to tell me good things so I overcome them. Like, they're super witty. Like, you think that you're witty. Wait till you start listening to this stuff, because it's things like, I'm witty, okay? Listen to me. I'm not a fucking retard, okay? The things that are shown to me blow my mind, and I know they don't come from me because the concepts and the things are just, they're beyond me. Okay, I know my limits. So knowing that, you got to be able to separate that. So like I said, pitching, to me, pitch, I would go over the word, even the syllables, how it sounds, and then I would feel for what it meant, because I just know now, it's my faith. I know what things mean, and you will too once you get your faith and once you start seeing these things manifest. So give it one word. Pitching. Okay, to me, if I had to give pitching one word, I would just, pitching's a hard one. Pitching, serving, you're throwing something at someone, so maybe it represents throwing something, pitching, and then 10 minutes later you open your phone and the first thing you see is people pitching rocks at windows. You were just shown that you're gonna see people throwing rocks at windows and you didn't even realize it. That's how it works. It could be trivial, stupid shit. It'll show you everything. It's up to you to interpret what things are. But when the strong things come, when the serious things come, they're completely different. They fucking break through no matter what. And these visions and these videos that I have on my page were strong things. These were things that broke through, that blew my mind, being as logical and analytical as I am. And I couldn't explain how these things kept happening. Everything I say, everything I see everything before it happens. Daily life. I don't even post videos on it anymore because it's just every day. And I'm tired of posting videos on. How many times can you say, just whatever. Just watch the videos. So anyway, the point is, give it one word, okay? Once you give it one word, the hell was that? I definitely just heard something strange. It sounded like a horn or something, but not like a car horn. Like in the room, it sounded like a trumpet horn or so. But anyway, maybe it was my stomach. So anyway, give it one word, and that's your language. Now start developing that language. Eventually you'll build a dialogue with it. That's your God. That's your higher power. That's you. That's your own personal source. We don't need churches. We don't need all this fucking bullshit. The Pope, all this shit. They're not gonna fucking do anything for you but take your money. Okay? They're nothing. They're fucking demons. They're devils. They're vampires. Okay? They're here to take your money and control you. That's it. God is in here. And can't nobody take that, okay? And that's been from the Essenes, from everybody, okay? The church was never needed. The church was instituted and implicated for control. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. I'm sorry, but that's it. Every one of them. They may do a lot of good. They may do this. They may do that because they need a good public face, okay? The Vatican, don't get it twisted. They know everything that's going on. They know about the aliens. They know that the fucking, they know that the war that's going on right now stems from space. This isn't even us. Like, we're not all from here. Like, whatever. There's a lot of shit going on. But the point is everything's coming to a head right now, and people need their own source of information. Stop looking at memes. Stop reading all these bullshit posts. Go within. And like I said, silence your mind. Learn how to do it daily. Learn how to meditate as you walk. I do this all day. As I blink, information's coming to me. This is a steady source. It's like going on the internet for me. I can't shut it off. It's just nonstop. So, if you want to get to that point, do what I'm telling you. I mean, it's that simple. This isn't a joke. This isn't bullshit. I have better things to do right now. I didn't even want to come make this video. Like, really, I didn't. And here I am, because I feel it's important for people to know. And my elders keep telling me to do this. So it's like, you gotta help. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, let me just get my shit together. So, learn how to create dialogue. Learn how to give these things a name, a word. And once you develop that language, you're going to start seeing these things manifesting within. I noticed it a week out, okay? From the time that I formed something without desire. Because once you desire it, once you want it or don't want it, you're charging it, you're polarizing it, and that's what creates people bad luck and good luck and all this shit. All it is polarization of your thoughts, your desires, the things that you don't speak about loud. Stop polarizing yourself. Stop polarizing your thoughts. Stop wanting shit. Stop visualizing your future and running through all the different possibilities. Stop being uncertain. Okay, you need to be certain about what you want. Stop for a minute and really look at your life and think about what you want. What do you want? What do you want out of life? What are you here for? What's your purpose? If it's something deeper, this is how you find it. You got to go within. You got to know yourself. You got to know yourself. So, I'm not going to keep rambling, but the point is there's a language speaking to us. Christ is rising. I'm not racist. I'm not any of that shit. I personally believe in Christ because of the messages I've been shown, okay? I relate. I embody that, okay? I'm not going to get into it. It doesn't matter if you relate with Muhammad, if you relate with this, relate that, okay? The point is there's something deeper there. Honestly, it's us. It's us. It's us in the future. It's us. We're God. It's us. We're talking to us. We're talking to our elders. We're talking to us. Our elders, we live in spirit, but it's tangible. It's not. That's another conversation. I think that's enough for now. I'll post another video. For those of you that have been here and for those of you that have been here and have been following along and listening, I'm not bullshitting. And I suggest you go look at these videos again. What we have to expect is a comet. And, I'm seeing something with these aliens. Call what you want. I don't even care anymore. I took a lot of shit for talking about this alien thing. And I don't care. I don't care. I know what I see. I know what I'm shown. I have faith in it. I can tell you, I can debate anybody. And I can tell you a million situations. I could tell you a million things that happen. I could tell you a lot of things that will blow your mind. So I don't need any more proof. You know, it's basically up to you. It's basically up to you to decide what you want to do with your life and where you're going to go from here on out. Yeah, the world's burning, but it's going to recover. There's other things that are taking place right now. What you need to do is worry about your life after here, because that's the most important thing, and that's what we're here for. We're here to discover who we are. So when we leave here, we have something to go to. You're building your coat of many colors. That's what we're doing right now. And if your coat of many colors only has a few colors, if you're racist, your fucking coat of many colors is gonna be patchy. It's not gonna be fresh. Okay? Your coat of many colors is gonna have some holes in it. So, on that, what the fuck did I used to say? Excuse my language. I'm in a mood. Stay vigilant. Stay tuned.